Welcome into Good News Forecast. I am meteorologist Kaylee Bowers.
And I'm Sophia Pericone. Thanks for joining us for your weekly dose of good news from around the world, across the country, and right here in our own backyards. Kaylee,
right here.
Did you have a good week?
I had a great week. It was hot. It was cold. I was at work. I was at home. I wasn't here last week, and that was the sad part.
That is sad.
It's okay. I'm here now.
You're here now.
It's gonna be a great week, a good week. How was your week?
My week was good. The temperatures are feeling good. It's comfortable. It's gonna get hot again, and I'm just soaking in the summer while it's still here.
You know what?
It's good.
It's crazy because I can't believe that some kids are getting ready to go back to school in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm in shock, honestly, because I feel like, August obviously is back to school time, but I'm sure for you growing up, we went back to school middle to end of August, whereas kids now are going back early, mid-August.
Yeah, I think for the most part I was end of August, but I want to say I did start beginning of August at one point, maybe towards the end of high school. I don't remember, but I do remember going back and it was still so hot in California. I mean, it's hot in California.
I was supposed to say year round.
But August is where the heat really kicks in. And yeah, but time is flying. We're more than halfway through the year.
Oh my.
Which is wild.
I can't believe that.
I can't either, but it's been feeling a little bit like fall.
It's a false fall.
It's a false fall.
False fall. It's going to be, like you see the forecast all week.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
I'll
just let you know that.
Yes.
Anyways, we've got a great show for you. It's going to be a lot of good news, like we said, around the country, around the world, everywhere.
Right.
In the backyard.
And this one local woman, she had a great week. She was celebrating a major milestone, her 105th birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Friends and family surprised Dorothy Austin with a party at, one of my favorite places, Olive Garden. Dorothy tells us she worked for AAA and founded a photo arts club at Crosby Gardens, and she's even written a few books. Dorothy says the secret to a long and happy life, every answer is different, but she says love.
Knowing that we were created individually, our life was planned ahead, and when we let God take over, we just had one miraculous day after another. And I've had almost 105 years of those kind of lives.
Dorothy also celebrated her birthday with a little Bailey's in her coffee. Okay, Dorothy, she says she takes a nap every single day.
Ooh, same, Dorothy.
I know, I think we're on track there with our naps and living a long life.
So we always ask, okay, what do you want for your birthday?
Yeah.
What would you want after 105 years for a birthday present?
Yeah, another year, I think. Keep them going.
Keep them going.
Keep them going.
We saw in the video right there how much family she had surrounding her. I think that was a big thing, just having, like she said, the love. It doesn't have to be just, you and your partner. It can be from your children, your parents, or like whoever you're around, just the love, and you can tell she was definitely loved that day.
Yeah.
Every day. That's a special thing. 105?
105. Now, she went to Olive Garden. Kaylee, where would you want to celebrate your 105th birthday?
I feel like since I'm a summer birthday also, I would want pizza and ice cream.
Okay.
Definitely ice cream for sure.
Okay, solid choices. That's good. Yeah.
What's the one thing you'd want?
I think I'd go to Olive Garden.
It sounds really...
It's like comfort food,
I'm kind of hungry now.
Let's go to Olive Garden.
Okay, bye. Anyways, so let's kind of continue on with like the going out theme. Jeep Fest was in town for the first weekend of August, and the weekend kicked off with, get this, strength. Strong men and women from across the country gathered in downtown Toledo for a powerful purpose.
Silver Barker shares how one local firefighter is turning personal strength into community support.
I'm from Sacramento, California. I'm from Virginia. I grew up in Jersey, but I'm in New York City right now.
From all over the country, people have come here to Toledo Jeep Fest.
3, 2, 1.
To put their strength to the test.
This is the Wall Strong Benefit Strongman Competition. We started this last year. We're trying to raise money for firefighter, police, and veteran mental health services.
The man behind it is Marcus Waugh, a Toledo firefighter and the 2024 World's Strongest Firefighter. Waugh says this event is a personal mission, one that grew from his own experience with the title and his family.
My wife said, how about we, do something that we really love that's about the mental health aspect of our job.
Both Marcus and his wife work for Toledo Fire and Rescue.
We both work for Toledo Fire.
How long?
I've been there for 8 years, she's been there for 3.
The pair share a passion in fitness and service, seeing the event as a way to help others find strength in both. So what exactly does it mean to lift a car?
So with Strongman, has kind of evolved to where we find most odd and heavy things, we try to lift them.
14 people participated in last year's event, raising $3,000. But this year, there's 35 people, and it's raised more than $10,000.
We got a lot of veterans, a lot of first responders competing today, and just that kind of support and that brotherhood and sisterhood that we've always talked about.
It's such a field where we're like, try to be so tough that we don't want sometimes to seek the help that we need, and bringing awareness to it helps a lot. Lets everyone know you're not alone.
And this is one of those sports where you'll have 4 guys yelling at you to finish that rep, even if you're up in their same weight division.
So it's good outreach for us for mental awareness, and also too, it gives us another avenue for fitness for the fire service.
And Marcus was granted keys to the city by Mayor Wade Kapsakavich.
All right, I'm gonna try to find something to lift. Hold on one second.
We all know my extent of my strength is the 8 push-ups I did a couple weeks ago.
Oh, this is so
that's so heavy, Kaylee. How are you doing that? Oh my gosh. Impressive.
That's about the strength I can do right now. That is just.
Watch your back. Be careful.
Oh,
that's a tough one.
We recycle these, I promise. Anyways, that's.
The way they were lifting those Jeeps?
We couldn't even lift one of those tires.
No.
Think about how heavy tires are.
I can't even do 9 push-ups.
That's true. It's progress, though. You made 8.
I did 8, which is 8 more than I thought I would be able to.
But kudos to them. That is amazing.
Good cause, too.
But how about this? Just a few days before Jeep Fest was in the town, there was another spectacle. Look at this. The world's largest rubber duck made a stop right here in Toledo.
Mama Duck stands more than 6 stories tall. She spent a couple days at the Hollywood Casino as a way to lead into Jeep Fest.
And after Toledo, Mama Duck stopped in Put-in Bay, and from there continues on into Missouri, Illinois, Washington State, Virginia, and then Georgia.
Now, when Mama Duck was here, you see she was placed like right outside the casino. You could see her coming from like if you're going south on 75.
Both ways.
Both ways, and north. Did you see her?
Oh, I definitely saw. I wish I would have stopped, but both times I'm like, I'll do it the next time, and then I kind of forgot about it. I had this on my calendar for weeks, mentally knowing like, okay, she's gonna be here, then she's gonna go to Put-in Bay. I want to stop and look. I know Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers, he actually turned our tower camera around and was able to see her from our tower cam. We got a screenshot of it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, really she's hard to miss. What's cool to me is the first time I heard about Mama Duck, it was when they announced she was going to be in Put-in Bay, and then she's obviously here. She goes on quite the national tour.
Does she really?
Yeah, I mean, Washington, where else did we say? Illinois,
Missouri,
Virginia, Georgia, that's amazing. And I also read that Mama Duck really brings an economic boost to the cities she visits. So that's really cool. Like people really want to see Mama Duck.
That's perfect timing, honestly, for Jeep Fest.
Yeah.
And the fact that she stopped twice in Northwest Ohio. She went to Toledo and then Put-in Bay.
Yeah, good for us.
Really cool.
Yeah. Well, if you missed Mama Duck but still want to get your fix of birds, there are some new ones at the Toledo Zoo.
Flamingo chicks just hatched at the zoo. Take a look at how they've been doing.
I want $1 billion.
So no word yet on when they'll be placed in the exhibit for public just yet, but we will be right there waiting for them.
We're kind of looking like flamingos today in our pink. Okay, never mind. We're not as cute as those.
I was all for that until you did whatever this was.
Well, flamingos, don't they stand on one leg?
They have balance though. We don't.
We don't.
And we're in heels and again a dress and I always make excuses when it comes to, we're dressed up for work, but I just standing, I can barely do just enough to pop my knee a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, don't.
I'm not gonna, anyway.
But those are cute. They're little wings and their little
adorable.
webbed feet.
I wonder if they'll have a naming contest for them again.
Ooh, I love that. What would you name a baby flamingo? Which would grow up into an adult flamingo. So what would you name a flamingo?
I don't know why, but 5-year-old Kaylee just came into my head and she said Pinky.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's good.
I don't know.
That's good.
What would you name?
I don't know.
It's hard when you're on the spot.
It's hard, yeah. I think
I have to
Pinky's
think about
good.
it. Or for some reason also,
Flammy.
I was thinking something weird like Walter.
I like that.
I love Kevin the flamingo. What was the name of the bird in what was it, Up? No.
It was Kevin.
It was Kevin.
That was the dog.
No, anyways. We'll think about that. We'll be right back. What was the...
Welcome back in. Summertime in the Midwest means fair season.
Oh, one of my favorite things. One local fair is known for something delicious, milkshakes. But why does it take to try one? What does it take to try one? Amanda Faye went down to the Wood County Fair to find out.
It's fair season, and if you come to the Wood County Fair, one of the places you have to stop is the Milkshake Barn. And I'm feeling a little thirsty. I'm in the mood for a sweet treat, so I figured why not try this? Milkshake making. I'm official now. Let's make some milkshakes.
Sell milkshakes here. There's several flavors, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. They have Covercinos they recently introduced in 2023, which is like a mix of a coffee type drink with a milkshake, and it's just a really popular commodity here. It's a tradition kind of that we have.
Whoa. One trip's always better than a couple trips.
Okay. Here we go. I found Henry here. He's going to show me how to make a milkshake. Okay, so Henry, how long have you been in 4-H?
I don't remember the years, but been through it my whole life. Born and raised in 4-H and just around the farm.
But you love a good milkshake, don't you?
Oh, I love milkshakes.
Yes. Yeah. So you've volunteered here at the barn in the past. Show me how it's done.
My mom actually, every year, she has a milkshake explode all over the ceiling. And cleaning that up is quite entertaining.
So how many? I've got a cup here.
Yep. Just get a couple scoops.
Okay. Oh, it's nice and soft, so it's not like you're not like really needing a ton of elbow grease.
You need to put some milk in it too.
Okay. Do I need to put that?
Yeah, you can put that back in there.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna tell me when. Again.
I'm joking.
Again, it's very precise, right? Okay.
It's all just based on science.
What do we think? Am I good? Am I over?
Keep going.
Keep going. Oh, okay. So a very popular, you go through how many of these tubs?
1,000 or probably more.
That's a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, but a lot of people are going to the fair.
The money goes, from what I know, to the 4-H committee, where then it sponsors several leadership opportunities here in Wood County. It funds a lot of things. There's an Inspire to Do grant that clubs can apply for when they're doing their community service activities.
Here, just put the side right there.
All the way up there?
Okay.
Woo! There it goes. You just let it do its thing.
You just have to let it go for a little bit.
Okay.
That's probably pretty good there.
That's good. Woo!
That's all right.
Is that supposed to make that noise?
When you touch the side, it does, but it'll be all right.
I think there's too much milk in here.
Let's put a little bit more
Let's put some more ice cream in here. I feel like I want it thicker. I want it thicker.
Like I said before, I'm not the guy that makes a milkshake.
You're the guy who you're the muscle.
Oh yeah.
You're the guy who carries these things around. Yeah. You guys are the ones who make the milkshakes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do I have the right
what do you guys think?
Do I need more? I mean, they're laughing at you, Henry.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I need how much more? At least a scoop. Okay. All right. You're leading me astray here, okay?
I don't know.
Here we go. All right. Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
I'm nervous. I think it's gonna go everywhere. No, all right. That's better. Let's do it. Okay, I don't want to make it that sound again. That was scary.
Yeah, that looks pretty
I
good.
don't know, is this right? They said yeah. They're saying yes, but I don't know. Let's see here. That seems thickish enough. Boop. These are the big ones so that you can, okay, here we go. Let's see how it tastes. That's pretty good. I like the chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate is pretty good.
Well, I think my work here is done.
Yum.
I don't think your work is done, Amanda, because where are our shakes?
Where are our milkshakes?
Come on. Favorite milkshake flavor?
Ooh, chocolate chip cookie dough.
For a milkshake?
Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough, ice cream made into a milkshake. You get the chunks of cookie dough, you get the chocolate chips.
Okay, so you want the chunks in your shake.
I love chunky ice cream. Yeah, I like, yeah. Well, what about you?
I'm very boring. Just give me plain vanilla.
No.
Absolutely.
What about chocolate at least?
I do chocolate, but I'd rather have vanilla.
I was gonna say peanut butter chocolate, but you don't like peanut butter.
I'm not a peanut butter person. You know, I was telling you earlier that I did 4-H years ago.
Yeah.
And we were kind of required to help out in the milkshake stand back then. I mean, this was, I don't even know how many years ago, but it was so fun because we got to hang out in the milkshake stand. I was still too young. I wasn't allowed to actually do the helping of making of the milkshakes or the ice cream, but I just had to be physically in the building.
Did you get to help drink them?
I believe so.
Well, then
I believe so.
that's a job well done,
That
Kaylee.
was the fun right there.
Yes.
I'm here to help. I'm here to
Thank you for your service.
Eat the ice cream. Oh gosh, I wouldn't go that far. But you know, not only is it fair season, it's also the summertime, so it's movie season as well too. So it typically means when the best blockbusters come out, and Toledo and Sandusky are just weeks away from their movie debut.
We're getting our first look at the film Eeny Meeny.
But there's a casino job in just a few days. You're a getaway driver. All you gotta do is get in the car and get away.
And if you fail?
I'm gonna have your skeleton pulled out through your skin by a Haitian guy who does it at a very fair price. What's his name?
Eeny Meeny is an upcoming heist film. It's about a reformed teenage getaway driver dragged back into her old ways when a former employer offers her a chance to save the life of her ex-boyfriend by pulling up a heist at Toledo's Hollywood Casino.
The movie comes out on August 22nd on Hulu and Disney+. I think we're required to watch this since this takes place in Toledo and Sandusky. But the casino, that's pretty cool.
I really like that. I mean, that's good because it's local, but it's also a big major motion picture.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some big names, I think.
I don't know. I don't recognize any of those people, but it is being put out by a major studio. I believe it's 20th Century. Is that what it says? Yeah. 20th Century Studios. So that's pretty cool.
That's coming up in just a few weeks.
That's, I think, what, 2.5 weeks away?
Yeah. August 22nd, I think we said, right?
Yeah, so download those streaming apps on your TV on top of WTOL 11 Plus. Download WTOL 11 Plus first, and then we need to watch it, and then we all need to regroup and chat about it.
Instead of a book club, it'll be a movie club.
A movie club, which, by the way, WTOL 11 Plus does have a book club.
You're just plugging all the shows.
I am. I can keep going.
We'll be right back. Okay, tell me, we got Off the Radar. We got Well Read, Well Said. Oh, we're still here. Yeah, we're counting. We're
counting.
Right back.
We'll be back with the number.
What else is?
Welcome back in. Earlier in the show, we told you about a local woman who just turned 105. She said the secret to a long life is love.
And maybe that's why this elderly Texas couple has made it 7 decades together. Take a look.
Beyond the hum of traffic, life inside Stone Creek Senior Living in North Richland Hills is pretty quiet.
Start singing.
But once a day, a familiar sound resonates from this small corner apartment.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
92-year-old lovebirds Richard and Alice Good sing the same song every afternoon.
You make me happy.
They started doing this about a year and a half ago.
You never know, dear.
And they say it's a reflection of 7 harmonious decades. Richard and Alice met in elementary school in upstate New York. And for Richard, it was love at first grade.
I was only 6 years old, but I said, I'm going to marry her someday.
It took Alice a little longer to reach the same conclusion.
It was a long time ago.
She turned Richard down 6 times.
Yeah.
Until junior year, when she said yes to a drive-in movie.
The first date, all we did was hold hands. We were meant for each other.
They married in 52.
19 years old.
And over the past 73 years have found countless ways to express their love.
He's always taking care of me.
But Alice says few things have ever said it better than this song.
You are my sunshine.
Since starting this daily ritual last year, they say they've grown even closer.
Oh yes, a lot closer. Made me love her more.
Always been very committed to each other.
Seeing such devotion has given their daughter Linda.
I think that's what's kept them together, is they're very comfortable with each other.
And granddaughter Stephanie.
Oh, absolutely.
Something to aspire to.
And they're willing to make new commitments to each other in order to keep that love alive.
Richard and Alice may have unlocked the key to happiness.
My only sunshine.
And they say it's not about singing. It's about repeating the same message over and over.
Every day, you've got to have a time to say, I love you.
Especially when skies are gray, Alice says.
How much I love you.
Because when you do, nothing will take your sunshine
away.
In North Richland Hills, I'm Sean Giggy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love that.
I like that, and you pointed this out too. Their last name is Good.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that so sweet?
So good.
I think we can all use them as a model, just in general, even if it's not like your spouse or your romantic partner.
Yeah.
Just showing more love. Good for them.
Happiness, and that's one of my favorite songs too. It's just so, it kind of gives you a little bit of a reality check. Like no matter how bad your day is, there's always a little bit of a silver lining, whatever it may be. It may be something amazing, maybe something as simple as someone held the door for you.
Yeah, I wonder if they take a nap every single day like Dorothy Austin, the 105-year-old local woman.
Maybe.
Like she does. Good for them.
I would like that though, for sure. A nap and some sunshine. That's a meteorologist's dream right there, honestly. Anyways, but before we close out Good News Forecast each week, we typically like to leave you with something inspiring. How about this? A baker from New York State is proving that you don't have to be able to see to follow your dreams.
David Begnow introduces us to baker Chris Lomax.
28-year-old Chris Lomax begins his day like any other dessert chef. Puts on his gloves and gathers his ingredients. Only his are in Braille. Chris is legally blind and has been since 5 years old, when he underwent surgery to remove a brain tumor.
When I woke up from the surgery, I opened my eyes and I said, Mom, where are you? And I was so in distress because my whole life, she was always the face that was comfort. And so the fact that I couldn't see her was, terrifying.
Though he is blind, his vision for his future has been clear, telling his first grade teacher that he would open up a bakery right here in Hornell, New York one day. But that light started to dim when people saw his disability before his talent.
There's laws protecting blind people from being discriminated, but there's not. Because people can easily say, you just don't fit the position, even though they mean, you're blind, you can't do this job.
Then Joe Huang Recalto came along. His restaurant needed a baker, and Chris needed a chance.
So we decided to give him the job, and Chris was overwhelmed. I said, look, we're in this together now. Whatever challenges you have in your life, let us know, because we'll try and plow through them and remove those obstacles. He was overwhelmed by that because no one ever did any favors for him.
Since Chris started, Joe says he can't keep the desserts on the shelf. He's been so successful that they've worked out a new business model, so Chris can get 100% of the profits, flipping him from an employee to a vendor with his own grab-and-go station under their roof.
It costs us literally nothing more to have Chris come in and use the infrastructure of the restaurant to start his own business. We're just giving him the foundation to do what he does best, and what he does best is baking.
You like chocolate, so this opportunity, being one step closer, is so exciting. The fact that I could own my own bakery one day is just exciting and just a blessing.
Amazing.
It's not a good news forecast if there's not tears.
I know, I always get Kaylee to cry.
That is so sweet.
Isn't it so sweet? You can really do anything you put your mind to. And look at all those people told him no, and it took just this one guy to tell him yes. Be that person in life that tells someone yes.
Be the positive change.
Yes.
Also is sweet in more ways than one because, you know, he's literally a baker.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes.
Ha. I thought that pun after the fact. I'm here not all week.
That was funny.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sweet
Good stories this week.
Yeah, very sweet stories of love, all about love. This whole theme this week felt like love in different ways.
It
you
is.
know?
There's so many different forms of love, like we said with the 105-year-old woman. There's so many different types of love, and I think we showcased it this week in Good News Forecast.
Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed, but that wraps up this week's episode of Good News Forecast.
And we're back next week with the latest good news from around the world, the country, and right here in our own backyard. Have a great week.